Hello humans, Dave back again for another episode of The Fruit of Grisaia. We're about to ask Ms. Yumiko here about some stuff. I don't know what yet, but we're gonna find out. Told some scary stories last time. Gotta drink my vitamin C brain juice. I might actually put a label on this cup. Anyway, let's go.
気のせいかしら。危なかったのよさ。
What is
は
happening?
い。
Hi.
さすがに勘が鋭いですね。榊さ
Are
ん。
we trying to sneak up on her or what? What's happening? When you're being followed by this many people, of course you're going to notice. Yesterday evening, I tried lightly asking the others about Sakaki's daily life and habits, but the answers I received in return provided much flimsier information than I had expected. The one thing we know about Sakaki Yumiko is that she doesn't let people see much about herself, much less her private life. Our only real glimpses of her thoughts are hints from her gestures and body language. In short, Sakaki's lifestyle is a vaguely defined mystery even to the people she's been living with. Without an active effort at observation, things are likely to stay that way.
だからこそ、ユミちゃんの生態を調査するのよ。
Probably 80% out of idle curiosity, Makina and Sachi ended up volunteering to cooperate with my investigation. Yes, the perfect two. The best pair. Let's go. That cooperation has taken the form of an incredibly sloppy tailing operation that was nearly given away in a matter of seconds. To be honest, they're nothing but a burden. Makina in particular. Yuji, stop. Don't talk about Sachi like that, dude. I will punch you. That mean I have to punch Wait. Does that mean I have to punch myself? You know what I mean. I asked the wrong people. No, you didn't. You asked the exact right people, Yuji. It wasn't matter. Yeah, but then if I punch my screen, then my camera's gonna move and everything's gonna go wonky, and I can't. No, forget it. If things get bad, it's every man for himself. Putting aside any reflection on the basic question of why we're doing this for later, we continue our investigation of the highly mysterious Sakaki.
棒のように足が鳴って疲れたのよ。
Lying limply on her side on the sofa in the lobby, Makina mumbles a few grammatically scrambled words of complaint.
結局、何一つわかりませんでしたね。
Sad Sachi. No, stop. Sachi flops down next to me, having a tired sigh. Yes. I approve of this. Well, her guard was even tighter than I anticipated. After spending an entire day following Sakaki's every movement outside of class, we gained absolutely no new information. During her free periods, she reads books and absorbs silence. Her pace in school was always steady and regular, without any suspicious, hasty movements.
人間味が感じられなかったのよさ。ロボットっぽいというか、無機質な感じがしたのよ。
Just as Makina says, Sakaki's behavior was reminiscent of a machine.
はい、あれではまるでサイボーグのように思います。
Okay, dude, I love it when dude, English words in Japanese, it's a thing. I don't know why it does, but it's a thing. I don't know why it's a thing, but like, honestly, not just English words, like other words, like other languages, like English and French are the two main ones I see happening a lot when they try to when they say it, or like cyborg. Oh god, but I can't help it, dude. It's super adorable. It's a thing. You're one to talk. Well, whatever. You're not wrong. But I don't think I can be satisfied with this. From what I heard yesterday, Sakaki doesn't dislike being in a group with the others. Even if she doesn't participate in the conversation, the way she's constantly lingering at the edge is easily comprehensible from the perspective of human psychology. That doesn't fit with her machine-like actions in the daytime. In the first place, does she ever let her emotions show on her face? Apart from the hostility Sakaki showed me at first, I haven't seen any evidence of an emotional reaction from her.
そういえば、喜怒哀楽とはちょっと違うのですが。
Sachi raises her hand and speaks somewhat hesitantly.
榊さんが
Oh my
び
god.
っくりしているところを見たことならあります。
I want this picture. I want this little cute Sachi. Give me Chibi Sachin. Give me Chibi Sachin. I want it. I want this picture everywhere. I I might have a problem, guess. I have seen startled.
ええ、
Sakaki? It doesn't seem like she'd bat an eyelid even if the dorm exploded under her. What kind of surprise got a reaction out of her? In response to my question, Sachi continues in slightly hushed tones.
榊さんにはかなり不本意な話だと思うのですが、その
Instant
カップ焼き
yakisoba.
そ
Oh
ば
no.
をですね。
Dude, I don't know. Like, if you, my top list is a little bit different than a lot of people. Yeah, that's why I haven't had too much trouble getting my top tens. No one's fighting me over them, except for Yang was a journey. I don't know why, dude. Like, usually I would be 100% into like Amane or even like Michiru in this case. But something about Sachi is just like got me right here, dude. Okay, let's hear about the yakisoba incident.
はい、おヤングのソース焼きそばです。湯切り楽々ホールが標準搭載。熱湯3分。
So it's pretty good. Not interested in the brand name or product features. What does it have to do with Sakaki?
あのカップ焼きそばって湯切りをするじゃないですか。
Of
お
course.
湯を捨てた時にシンクが熱湯に反応してボンって音を立てるのわかります？
Sure. True, it'll make a sound if you dump it all at once.
はい、それで同じことを榊さんがして、うん、
This everything about. All right, that was real cute.
焼きそばが
Okay, that's so cute. That's real cute. That's the cutest I've ever seen you become.
仕方ない。あの
Ah,
榊さん、これそのまま
I
で、
guess Sachi will
私
clean it
は
up. Yeah,
後片付け
exactly.
をして帰ってき
Look,
ました。
dude, you gotta. She is 100% reliable, dude. I think it's because I'm a full-grown, like, adult who's like, this one is reliable. Sakaki did that. With that cool and calm appearance, you'd never think she'd be startled by something as small as that. In reality, she must have a pretty low tolerance for sudden scares. I kind of want to see that side of Sakaki. Yeah, me too. It'd be fun. But I'm not particularly likely to run into her at the exact moment she's draining her instant noodles. And given Sakaki's personality, I doubt she'll make the same mistake twice anyway. Although I wouldn't mind seeing her cautiously filling the sink, preparing a strainer, intensely draining the hot water either. Just sneak up behind her and go, PAH! Yeah.
いいなそれ。私も見てみたいの
Agreed.
よさ。
We have a mission, guys. Unfortunately, I doubt she'll do that twice.
それは湯切りの話でしょ。別の方法だったらいいのよ。
Operation Spook into Cute. Let's go. Operation Spook Kawaii. Spook Kawaii. Spook Kawaii. I'm gonna stop. What? Makina lightly jumps off the couch, floating a diabolical grab.
ユミちゃんを待ち伏せして驚かしてやれ
I
ばいい
like
のよさ。
I like the way you think, Makina. I like it. I respect it. What are you saying?
面白そうだけど、 榊さんをひどく怒らせることになるんじゃない
Sounds
の
fun.
かな。
Sachi's on board, guys. Let's do it. Just as Sachi says, when you consider the aftermath, trying a stunt like that on Sakaki seems like a very dangerous plan.
私だけでやるから大丈夫なのよ。バレないようにやるから平気なのよさ。
But Makina's malicious curiosity seems to outweigh her awareness of the risk.
サッチ、そろそろ帰ってくる。はい、あと2分ほどで玄関に到着します。
I didn't realize that walkie-talkie static amplifies adorableness sometimes. But it does. I'm wrecked, man. Yeah, I think that's where I'm at, Zach. Ow. Yeah. Is this how Shannon is with Meech? Because like I knew who Michiru was from like nothing related to Grisaia just because of Shannon like talking about her all the time. God. Dude, I'm gonna have to redo my chart again. Anyway. Intelligence arrangement. Detached unit, namely Sachi.
これであとはターゲットが近づくのを待つだけなのよさ。
For Grisaia, probably, dude. Like, it's seeming that way. But I think she'll probably end up top 10 at least. Potentially top 5. I don't see anyone ever overtaking my number 1 spot, but you know, we shall see. Yeah, it's super early, but like so far, dude. All right. This is really gonna
完
work.
全なのよさ。お兄ちゃんはそこで高みの見物を決め込んでおけばいいのよ。
Gotta hit me with the I kinda gotta come out of left field with the Oni-chan. I also didn't realize that was a thing for me till now. Why you gotta sneak up on me like that, Mach? Why you just gotta throw that in there? I feel like this is all very deliberate. No, it's not my thing, dude. It's not. It's not a thing for me usually. But right now it kind of is. Just as Machina says, I'm hidden near the hallway observing the scene.
ユ
At
ミ
least
コ
I
が
didn't think
驚
of
く
it.
こと
Ah,
とか
hey, wild Meech
本
appears.
当にあるのかしら。
Why are you here?
なんでチルチルもいるの？
Yeah, why are you here?
いいでしょ。気になるから来ただけよ。
Let's do it. In that instant, Machina calls out instructions into her cell
今
phone.
なのよさ。
At Machina's signal, Sachi cuts the breaker to the hallway from the other end of the phone call.
何？
Sakaki is taken aback for a brief moment.
停電？困るわね。
Yeah, the music's really good. But her voice quickly regains its usual steadiness. Once again, her footsteps ring out in a regular
お
rhythm.
そらくターゲットはそのビビリの性格ゆえに停電で真っ暗闇になった
This
今も
this face is fantastic, by the way.
張り巡らせているはず。
Mischief face is always nice. Right as Sakaki approaches the door to her room, Machina presses the switch in her hand.
何？
Sakaki twirls around at the odd noise, but finds nothing more than a flower pot, sitting demurely on a nearby shelf. In the unremarkable earthenware pot, there's nothing but a small decorative plant. Sakaki sighs in relief after discovering the innocuous origin of the strange sound. But she hasn't taken her eyes off the houseplant
でも
yet.
それゆえに一度安心すると
Yes.
普段以上に緊張が
Yeah.
緩むのよさ
Oh, this is fun, dude. As Machina whispers these words, she presses the switch a second time. Just then. Nice timing, Zach, by the way. The perfectly normal houseplant abruptly splits in two down the middle. From its depth, an object resembling a giant eyeball emerges. This face is... Although it might be different under bright lighting, seeing this thing pop out at you in the dark must be something of a shock. Just a tiny little squeal. As expected, Sakaki freezes dead on the spot, her eyes and mouth open wide. Something that might be an attempt at speech and might be a simple gasp leaks out of her mouth. After a moment, she draws in a great breath of air. Oh no. It's okay, girl. And in a loud voice that I never could have imagined emerging from Sakaki's mouth, she screams. The sound echoes throughout the dorm. She's destroyed, dude. Machina, we have destroyed her. Oh, look at the little plush. It's not just that she's loud. Unlike her normal low, vaguely threatening tone, Sakaki's voice right now is remarkably girly. Huh. Although I feel a little sorry for Sakaki as she trembles in terror, this is a truly interesting spectacle.
ユミちゃんマジ驚きじゃないどれどれどんな顔してるエッチな顔とかしちゃってる
Machina, we can be friends. Machina. I really like the way you think.
あんた鬼だわ本当にちょっとチルチルもうちょっと見せてよここだとあんまし見えないあちょっと押さないでよマキナ
Fantastic. Good job, girls. Losing their balance, Machina and Michiru tumble from their hiding position, landing in front of Sakaki. At this point, Sakaki finally grasps the nature of the situation. Dude, yes, I'm okay with those takes.
どうしたの停電しちゃったみたいね
No, I'm 100% okay with these two taking the fall.
急な停電だったからびっくりしたのよさ
Yeah, weird. Just then, Sachi returns with an explicitly but no, girl, no. You were so close to getting away scot-free.
やりましたねお見事です
Mission
作戦は大成
successful.
功
After adding some exquisitely unhelpful lines, she clamps her mouth shut. Oh. Yumiko looks around the faces of everybody on the scene and then glances down at herself.
どういうことかしら
The tone of her voice has completely returned to normal. Alright. Sorry, got lost in the OST for a second. That was, yeah, it was a bouncy fuck. Okay.
いやこれはねちょっと理由があって
Yeah, real long story.
うん、チルチルがやろうって言ったんだよ。
Yep, 100%. Totally her idea.
おま、濡れ
チルチルも楽しんでたんだから同罪だよ。粛々と無所暮らしするがいいのよさ。
That's right. That's right.
だったらあんたも罪を償えよ。私一人悪者でしょ、今の言い方。
そう。何が目的かわからないけど、あなたたちが仕組んでいたのね。報復は覚悟の上ということでいいのね。
落ち着いてください、榊さん。
Please, you could.
ユミちゃんが怒った。
What happened to? I've got this. Makina, what happened to? I've got this under control. It's no problem.
なんで私の方めがけて追っかけてくる。
Just piecing out. Alright, I'm gonna have to deal with this, aren't I? What's up? As the perpetrators scatter around the dorm, Sakaki tracks down Michiru. There's murder in her eyes. She's waving her box cutter around like the incarnation of wrath. Where did the person who let out that cute scream go? Don't think she's going to calm down anytime soon. Turning my back on the violent turmoil taking place in the upper floors, I head downstairs by myself. Peace. Probably the correct course of action, TBH. What's up? Yo, you're up early.
誰かさんに下劣なドッキリを仕掛けられないよう早めに学校へ行くことにしたのよ。
Fair. After that, Sakaki caught the criminals and beat the details out of them as they groveled in penance before her. As a related party myself, I was called before her to receive my own interrogation. In the end, she heaved a truly exasperated sigh and without any particular retaliation returned to her room with heavy footsteps. Good idea. Don't know about Sachi, but Makina and Michiru are probably still asleep. Sorry. Sakaki reaches her hand into the pocket, presumably containing her box cutter, glaring reproachfully at me. I raise my hands dramatically over my head and attempt to demonstrate my lack of hostile intent. In response, Sakaki sighs deeply, passes by my side, and strides off quickly in the direction of the school building. This has effectively made me feel at least endearment for every single one of these characters so far. Some of them it's much more, clearly, but I do legitimately care about all these characters already, and I'm just scratching the surface of this, so I can see why people love this so much. It's fantastic. So mind if I ask you something?
これ以上私に何の恥をかかせる気なの？
As I follow a few steps behind her, Sakaki answers my question with her own, her voice hard with an attempt at intimidation. I'm not looking to tease you or lock down on you. It really is just a question.
分かったわ。じゃあ手短に言ってちょうだい。
Lockdown? Look, I'm pretty sure I meant to say look down. Did you know everybody had a late night gathering in the lobby 2 days ago?
そうみたいね。
That's a cute face. So she was aware of it after all. If you knew about it, why didn't you join in? From what the others told me, you don't particularly dislike that sort of event. If me being there made it awkward to join in, could you say why? I need to know before I can try to correct my behavior. I'm clearly an alien existence in the school, much less the dorm. I don't intend to trample on the native people's territorial rights or the dignity of their culture. Not that I plan to be particularly submissive either, but still. Fuck Yuji. The weirdest goddamn analogies. As much as possible, I like to aim for peaceful coexistence, meaning I need to understand the boundaries I shouldn't cross. For that reason, I want to know why Sakaki absented herself the other day. Especially if it's connected with me in some way.
別にあなたに直してほしいところがあるわけじゃないわ。
Okay, in that case, why? In response to my question, she hesitates for a moment. Yeah, it's interesting. Like Yuji is actually like very much always thinking about the good of everyone around him. but is also giving them shit and like nonstop. And also a lot of the times his social skills are just non-existent, but that's, product of his upbringing, I suppose. So interesting character. He is a well-written character. I will agree to that. Very interesting. Anyway, in response to my question, she hesitates for a moment. Rather than being uncomfortable about speaking her feelings to me, I get the sense that she's reluctant to admit the truth to herself. After a silence of about 20 seconds, Sakaki finally speaks.
私、怖い話とか嫌いなのよ。
That's real cute, dude. That's real cute. Alright. Truly unexpected words. Yep. What did you say just now?
そんなに意外そうな顔を向けないでくれる？
Apparently my face is easy to read as Sakaki approaches me reproaches me with a resentful expression.
あなたの言う通り、別にあそこに集まったりするのが嫌なわけじゃない。けど、いいでしょ？人には苦手なものだってあるんだから。
Judging from the way she got scared by the sound of a sink denting and the dramatic success of the prank yesterday, I did gather she was your standard scaredy cat, but it just feels weird hearing her actually come out and admit it. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Just seems really out of character.
あなたに直してほしいところが一つできたわ。
What?
その無神経さよ。少しは人に気を使ったらどうなの？
Excuse me, sorry. It's very late. After Sakaki speaks those words, she makes a beeline toward the school building without stopping or looking back again. From her dignified bearing, there's not the slightest hint of the person who shrieked at that prank. Guess I should just leave this alone from now on. As the first step towards mending my apparent insensitivity, I decide to refrain from teasing her further. At any rate, through this incident, I've discovered that even this stone-faced cutter woman has her cute side. Truth. Alright, this is probably gonna be a good stopping point. Yeah. Oh. Where are we going with this? I'm very curious. I should stop. Alright. As usual, guys, thanks for watching. This has been a fun one. This really has. I'm getting much more invested in this as we go on every episode, so looking forward to more. If you liked this one, please like the video, comment below, subscribe, all the usual YouTube engagement stuff. Really does help me out. Helps motivate me. Just keep it going. If you want to catch me live doing this, twitch.tv/RevelYT. You can follow me there. Yeah, also catch me on my Discord. Link should be in the description. I'm very drained, so I don't have much else for an outro right now. But, yeah, I still love Sachi. Makina's a wonderful little gremlin. Michiru's Michiru. Not a lot of Amane this little chunk, but that's fine. We got a lot of her in the last one. And then Yumiko has definitely earned some endearment points this episode. Not enough to put her like in the running, so to speak, so far. And definitely I think we all know what I'm gonna pick. Unless something changes dramatically by the time it's time to make a decision. But yeah, thanks for joining me, guys. See you next time.